afternoon, students. This is Miss Louise coming from the Reading House. And today is a word day. You know we've been going over words. We've done contractions. We've done compound words. We've done prefix. And today we're going to do suffix. And a suffix is a letter or a group of letters added to the end. I left out a word. To the end of a word to change its meaning. So I gave you some examples below. Bravely, I put the suffix in red so you would know. Jumped and useless and smallest. And so we're going to hear a story, of course, my favorite stories about words. If you were a suffix, okay, and of course it's the animals again. Same author, same illustrator. If you were a suffix, you would be a letter or a group of letters added to the end of a word to change its meaning. So now you're at the end. Remember the pre was at the end. At the beginning. Oh, I'm really mixed up today, huh? If you were a suffix, let's see. You would come last. A lot of us don't want to be last, but sometimes the last will be first. You could be joyful and playful. Oh, that sounds great. So it's changing the meaning of a word. If you were a suffix, you would be a letter or a group of letters added to the end of a word. By adding a suffix, the meaning of the word changes. For example, the hopeless hippo became hopeful after he won the lottery. So at first he was kind of sad and down and he didn't have any hope. Then he won all that money and bam, his hope skyrocketed to the top. He was hopeful now. The careless cat became a careful cat after he used up his 8th life. You know, they say cats have 8 lives. And so I guess he was doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. And he was using up all his lives. So he was kind of careless. He didn't care. But guess what? When he realized he had only one left, he thought, let me be careful with this one. Good idea. Let's see. If you were the suffix er, you would be the one who does something. So let's see. The teacher taught the banker how to count. Then the banker taught the baker. And the baker taught the farmer. And the farmer taught the trainer. So all of these people are doing something. So means doing something. Okay, let's look at this one. If you were a suffix, s or es, you would make things plural. That means to make things more than one. So the bear and fox ran toward the bush. Other bears and foxes hid behind the bushes. So these are more than one. And this is singular, only one. One horse jumped over a fence. 3 horses jumped over many fences. So that's how we're doing with the plural. If you were a suffix, full, you would mean full of. So the clumsy waiter spilled a cupful of coffee all over the king of a room full of people. So I know the king was not only embarrassed, but he was upset. So just the whole cup just spilled on him. If you were the suffix less, you would mean without. The fearless eagle soared into the endless sky. So less, you would mean without. So he's without fear and without any end to the sky. Okay? The careless elephant almost stepped on the harmless mouse. And the tasteless zebra thought the pretty dress was useless. So, less means without. If you were the suffix est, you would state the size of something. You would always be the extreme. So it's telling you the size and it's more than enough. So the tallest giraffe and the shortest monkey were best friends. So tallest means out of every other person, he was the tallest. And shortest means out of a group, he was the shortest. The biggest rhino and the smallest bird were friends too. The 4 animals crossed over the wildest river. Oh, look at that river. And they're in a nice big old float. If you were the suffix D or ED, you would change a word from present tense to past tense. So you would change the word to mean what's happening now and what happened before or, back in the past. The frog likes to hop and jump. That's now. The frog hopped on the stones now and jumped into the water. That's after. He did that after, okay? In the past. Let's see. Mommy Pig can oink loudly. She oinked at the piglets until they returned to the pig pen. If you were a suffix, you could change the spelling of the root word. The dogs sat by the pool. So instead of saying they're sitting, they sat. So we changed the root word right there. If you were a suffix, you might drop a letter and add a new letter. So the letter Y is often replaced by the letter I. Don't forget the suffix are at the end. There were plenty of puppies in the field. The puppies were plentiful. Peacocks have feathers of great beauty, and their feathers are beautiful. Wow. If you were a suffix, you would be the perfect ending. The end. Wow. So now you can do the same thing. You can write some words on pieces of paper and then write some suffixes. Cut them out and then try to make your own. Okay? The end. Suffix. If you were a suffix, you would always be at the end of a word. You could make the short the shortest and tall the tallest. You could turn fear into fearless and fearful. What else could you do if you were a suffix? Remember, a suffix is always at the end. So this is the end of the story. So I want you to go and get not the hottest, but the warmest water you can and wash your hands. All right? I'll read to you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.